Welcome back to Spring Into Math 6. This is Mr. Stein, and today we're going to talk about distance word problems. Okay, I love distance word problems because you get a great visual. So let's jump right in. So we're trying to find the distance, hence the distance word problems, between points in a large city. So each unit signifies a city block. So if you look here, we have our nice coordinate plane. Okay, and that's what we're going to use for this lesson to really signify the distances. So that's what I meant by we're going to get a good visual. So we're going to find the distance between 3, 6 and 3, 8, and then we're going to find the distance between 2, 5 and 4, 5. Okay, so you can see them right here on there, and we're going to kind of do it one at a time. Okay, so let's first look at what we're being asked. We're going to find the distance between 3, 6 and 3, 8. Hopefully you're kind of looking at it visually and thinking, I think I already know the distance just based on seeing those 2 points plotted already, but let's kind of dive in. So when we're breaking it down, we're looking at 3, 6 and 3, 8, and we have the x coordinate and the y coordinate. That's where we get the 3, 6 and the 3, 8. So the x coordinate is the same. It's the 3. So we notice on the x-axis, it's in the same spot. So there's no difference in the distance on the x. But on the y, there's a positive difference between 6 and 8. And you can hopefully see that that distance between 6 and 8 is 2. Well, a good way to do it is take your larger number, subtract your smaller. Well, 8 minus 6 is 2. So each unit signifies a city block in this word problem. And so the answer to this one between 3, 6 and 3, 8 would be that there's 2 blocks or 2 units between them. All right, now let's jump into the next part. So again, let's make sure we know what we're being asked. We're looking for 2, 5 and 6, 5. And so just like last time when the x had the same number, it was on the same spot on the x-axis, this time we're on the same spot on the y-axis. So the y coordinates are in the same spot, same unit rather, 5. So there's no change in distance there. And the x coordinate has a positive difference, and that positive difference is between 2 and 6. So the difference between 2 and 6, or 6 minus 2, is 4. So there's 4 units different on this one, and so our answer is that there are 4 blocks between those 2 points that we plotted. All right, so let's try another one. This one has a couple different parts to it. So Jack walks from the balloon to the doll and then to the toy house, or toy horse, excuse me. How many blocks did he walk? All right, so you see our different things, and if you're following along, we're talking about the balloon, then we move to the doll, and then we move to the toy horse. All right, so let's kind of break it down step by step. So remember, what we're trying to figure out is how many blocks did he walk? So Jack starts at the balloon, which happens to be on the points 1, -1, so it's 1 on the x, -1 on the y. And then he goes up 2 to the doll, so let's kind of like go with it here. So we're here, we go 1, 2, so we're now at the doll. So now we go right 1 and up 2 to get to the toy horse. So we have to go over 1, that's 1, 2, 3. So we went up over 1 and up 2. All right, so let's kind of like add it all up. So whenever we're counting blocks, it's just like if you were walking in a busy city like New York City and you had to go, up 2 blocks, then over 1 and up 2 more blocks, you're going to count all of those blocks that you had to walk. Well, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to count how many different units we jumped, how many different spots, or how many blocks in this case. So from the balloon to the doll was 2. Remember, we just went up straight 2 blocks, 2 blocks, and then we went, for the doll, we went over 1 and up 2, so that was 3 blocks. And so we have a total of 5 blocks because we have our 2 blocks from our balloon to the doll and 3 blocks from the doll to the toy horse. All right, so that's going to wrap up this mini lesson. See you next time.